Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back. It's your girl, the podcasting bae. Baby. Good morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, guys. I'm going to try to get through this without trying to barf. Ooh, wee. Happy Wednesday. Mm, mm, mm. Hump day, Wednesday. Girl, let me tell you. Let me tell you. What y'all been up to? Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Thumbs up the live. Let's get those likes up, sweetie. Get those likes up. Oh, God, man. I am loving how it's cooled off today in Texas. I just hate that it be 80 degrees one day and now it's like 50 the next. You could never really have true winter. It's so annoying. It's like, oh, I think since I've been here, most Christmases have been over 70 something degrees, like almost 80 degrees for Christmas time. It's like, damn, I want some cold. Hey Dex, welcome. Sis said she about to cook breakfast. You know what, S&M? It's been a drag. I ain't gonna hold you. Um, yeah, it hasn't been pleasant. It's not been pleasant. I have to go pick me up some. It's not Zofran. It's something I guess a little different. Like they prescribe me something for people that have GERD. Um, Only thing is the medicine works wonders, but it just takes all my energy, and my energy is already taken, so I'm already like tired. And then when I take the medicine, it just like drains me. Like I'm sleeping like 15, 20 minutes. It's just a mess. It is just a mess. Yes, Dex, the cat's out the bag. Yeah, it's just like, damn. Like, bitch, you old. That's like really what it be. And it's like, you're only as young as you feel, but like being pregnant and this old, bitch, I feel defeated already. Like, I just feel defeated. I just feel like defeat is crazy. Yes, poo poo, you're gonna be an auntie again. Yes. Yes, y'all. I don't know. I was thinking about doing maybe some gender reveal with y'all. I don't really know. Y'all know I'm not no like vlogger. So like I don't really like doing vlogger stuff. That really ain't me, but I'm gonna think of a creative way to do a gender reveal. Something interactive. Something interactive. I don't know. Girl, almost 37. I'm pushing 40. Pushing 40. I'm pushing 40 years old. Oh, thanks for the tip, sis. Thank you. Yeah, girl. I'm pushing 40. I keep pushing for. You know what though? I got a partner. She is 40, and she had her baby at 37, and we was talking about it, and she was saying the same thing. She was like, "Bro, that was hard for me." I said, "Bro, it's rough. It's rough." I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't want to come on this motherfucker begging. I do not want to come on this motherfucker begging, but I might think about a registry. I might think about a registry or some type of virtual baby shower. Cause y'all know me, I always give back. So maybe we could play some virtual games, and I can give out some prizes and shit. Y'all know me, I always be thinking about y'all. So y'all know I didn't did raffles in the past. I didn't gave shit away. I like being interactive with my community like that. My sisters, you feel me? So if I do a registry, then I'm gonna do a virtual shower, but I'm gonna do like real games with real prizes and shit. You know? Yeah. Uh oh sis. Oh, thank God I'm not the only one pregnant. Thank God. Sis, I only have one. I told my husband I want the second one at 35. I'm 30 now. I'm gonna say this, man. I know you want the second one at 35, but I don't know. It's something about your body at a certain age. I suggest scaling that number back again, maybe 32, 33. Because, baby, when you get to 35, Bria, you having a baby too? Hey, Myra. Girl, have y'all been seeing that viral story? It's a girl, her channel name is Isis, and I've been hearing about it on TikTok. The lady that talked about her horrible marriage and come to find out she got married after knowing dude for a week. And she's kind of contributed. People are saying that like she's blaming the whole Shira 7 sprinkle lady for the piss poor decision she made because she was looking for a provider. So she married an older nigga that was a provider, but his stipulations was she can't live with him until she married to him. So after a week, she proposed and married to him. I just, when it comes to taking the advice of people online, you really have to use your discernment and keep your hood bitch thinking cap on. Like, who in their right fucking mind just to have a place to stay with their kids because their last nigga didn't like their kids? Who the fuck in their right mind want to propose to an old man because he's a provider after 1 week of knowing the motherfucker? Did y'all hear about that? It do got so many layers. It do got so many layers, and I have not. That's just surface level of the gist of what's been floating around. I haven't even listened to it in its entirety. I tried to look on her channel and listen to it. I ain't gonna lie, I think I fell asleep. It was just like a late night thing, and I just put it on. But everybody's been talking about it on goddamn TikTok. And yes, sis, yeah, she is a homosexual. She was a homosexual, and I'm trying to understand. Like, you got kids though. Like, I don't understand how some women still don't use their discernment and logic when it comes to Alexa off. Their discernment when it comes to their kids and the safety of their kids. Like, just because a nigga got some money and you're homeless and you don't like the other nigga that she was with because he don't like your kids. I don't know. It gave desperate. It gave pick me vibes. I don't get it. You gotta think of your kids. It's this lady on face, not Facebook. Her channel name is Isis, I believe. It's already at a million something views. Probably over a million some views because that was a few days ago. Go check it out. Please go check it out, sis. Long story short, this lady was talking about her horrible marriage. Um and kind of, I guess, contributed it to the whole sprinkle Shira 7 theory about, dating a man for money, date a provider. But she went about it the wrong way. She found an older man who was a provider, but she was homeless, and his deal was you could live with me if we was married. So she proposed to the nigga and was married to the nigga within a week of knowing the nigga. I guess so her and her kids could have a place to stay. And it ended up being horrible for her. So shit, that's her dumb ass fault. Absolutely crazy. I always feel sorry for the kids. I always when a woman that has children comes on here and has like a sob story that the more you listen to it, it's just like, where were your antennas at, bitch? Why did you not think this through before involving your kid? First off, Shira 7 tells everybody, date the man first till he hella likes you, then introduce the kids and let the nigga know about the kids. That way he already like you enough. So this thing is just like, and I do hear other dating experts say like, introduce your kids first, put the kids first. I agree with Shira. I don't give a fuck. I know people say she's a narcissist, whatever the fuck. But seriously, date the nigga first so you can vouch if you even feel comfortable with your kids around a nigga like that. That way you ain't gotta waste your kids' time. 'Cause let me tell you something about kids. And when it comes to people relationships, I know a lot of women separate the two, which you should in a healthy manner. But once you introduce your kids to a nigga and they are around that nigga and the nigga's cool and starts building a rapport with your kids, those kids are gonna like and feel attached to that nigga. So once he's gone, the kids are gonna feel that. The kids are gonna feel that. Now, in instances where like we see somebody like Jasmine that was with Chris, I don't think Jasmine kids give a damn about Chris being gone because he wasn't even attached to their mother like that. And you can kind of tell like the kids wasn't really into him like that. Like he only was into Ava for whatever particular reasons because he's a weird guy. But nevertheless, you got to be careful because kids get attached to niggas. Okay. And unsubconsciously, especially boys, unsubconsciously, when you are no longer with a nigga that your kid was attached to, they hold a slight resentment towards the mom, especially when kids don't understand what happened, why this nigga gone. So, for a woman to just marry a man after a week and here she come with her kids and her baggage, her clothes and shit because she homeless. It's like, bitch, think about your kids. Yes, millions views. That's what Psycho Olivia wanted for her boring story. Hope she don't try it again and throw the web kids under the bus again. Um, Olivia's not captivating to go viral. I'ma just be honest. Um, Her story, first off, it's the aesthetic, okay? The woman that's telling the story has a very elegant aesthetic. She looks like a pampered wife. You see Olivia, she got tattoos all over her face and neck and shit. She looks like an old school chulo. Um, nobody's gonna be captivated by a story that Olivia has to tell, even if it's juicy and gossip. Like it's not enough to go viral. So her failed why who the bleep did I marry series, it would have never went viral. It would have never been viral on viral because it really wasn't captivating enough. Well, yeah, we know he wasn't into jazz. She said, my kids never let me live down a few of my exes. They forget nothing. They be like, Mama, you remember so and so? Yes. I'm telling, man, look, kids are little fucking elephants. And they secretly kind of feel sometimes. I'm telling you, I was one of those kids. I was one of those kids. Let me tell you, not my parents, because my parents have been married for decades, but I have older siblings. So my brother was always with like hella different chicks. But when he would be with chicks, he would date single moms and he would bring me around his girlfriends. So like I would hang out with their kids. So when he wasn't dealing or fucking with the woman no more, I would be like, hey, you know what happened to so and so? Or why we don't go over so and so house no more? Because he always took me. You feel me? So I know from personal experience what it feels like when like the person's gone. Cause you'd be like, wait a minute, they were hella cool. Like what the fuck? In the video, she said the dude SA'd her two little girls. It was horrible. Yes, she was talking about. I thought she was talking about the first dude she was with, but it was the old dude. It was crazy. Yes, ISIS. Yes, Black and Bougie. That's exactly who we talking about, sis. Exactly who we talking about. I know it's so many layers to the story. Like I said, I was listening. I kind of like dozed off because I was listening late night. I did hear her talk about the essay, but I thought she meant like that was the ex dude that did that. I have to go back and watch, girl. But the story, it's just, I hate that sometimes women don't want to take accountability for their fucking decision making. Because the whole trophy wife life, but you only knew the nigga for a week and you proposed? That's not trophy wife life because he's a provider. Like Shira teaches you, you need to kind of vouch these niggas first. She never really insinuate that you need to rush in like a goddamn fool and go ahead and marry a nigga because he's a provider after you've only known him for a goddamn week. And it's just like if you let somebody on social media influence you that much to where your personal relationship, you just kind of lose all common sense because you want to fit this criteria or aesthetic you see online. That's the problem I'm noticing with social fucking media that's so dangerous. There's a certain aesthetic out there that people want to meet. They want to meet that criteria because they see people on social media and they think, oh my God, that's wonderful. One thing I always say about these love coaches and shit, especially people like Shira, and I watch this lady called Shay Your Love Diva and shit like that, where they talk about my man, a provider. I don't have to pay no bills. I don't do this and he do that. You know, these women are making hella money on platforms. Okay? They niggas is not fucking with broke bitches. So even if the nigga is paying all the bills, there's some type of balance there because the woman is making big bread. These aren't broke women that are like literally women will take the Shira 7 theory and dress up cute and go to a bar and be fat flat fucking broke without two pennies to work to rub together and be looking for a high value man. That's working from your desperate energy because you don't got your own shit. These women literally are boss bitches that make their own fucking money. Even if they nigga paying all the bills, they're buying they nigga shit. They're not just in a one reciprocal fucking relationship. Don't ever be that gullible in your life to think a bitch is in a one a transactional relationship with a man they done been with for years. He may pay all the fucking bills, but she's probably buying him little things here and there, showing her appreciation. Don't think that it's just I'm draining his pockets and he's paying for this house and all these bills. And no, that comes with shit. It comes with shit. And it's like, I just hate that people get caught up in social media and take it at face. I mean, you're supposed to take it at face value, but don't be fooled by everything you fucking see. People look at Shira's closet and, oh, that's so nice. She got designer shit. She's probably buying her own designer shit. Her man's paying all the bills. So she has her own money to buy her own designer shit. These women are literally out here in the world with nothing in hopes of securing and tying down a high value man that's going to pay their bills. It's fucking crazy. Sister, I don't follow any of these people about dating because everything is about money. Majority of them aren't even in relationships themselves or isn't healthy yet. They're giving advice. That's exactly what it is, sis. They make it about money or they're not even really in a relationship themselves. And if they are, they're not in a healthy one. And another person I used to listen to that I kind of had to cut back on a lot was Princella, the Queen Maker. I don't know if y'all familiar with her, but Princella, I had to realize like she's a lesbian. So her rhetoric she spills, her man hate, is because she don't like men. So it's like I just stopped listening to her because she's like men are incapable of love. Men are human beings. Animals can fucking love. If an animal can love, what make you think a man can't love? A goddamn animal. We're at the top of the goddamn food chain. A man is a human being. He may not know how to express or how to properly go about love, but men feel love. And they're not incapable because if a nigga want to, he will. Sister, that's why I try to raise my kids how I was raised as far as pre-internet. Yes. Being an 80s baby, we didn't know what Keisha that live in Texas have because we only know what goes on in our home. So true. Sis, when I tell you, growing up, social media, none of that shit fucking exists, bro. Growing up was fun. We only knew what was going on in our local neighborhood. We didn't even know what was going on the other side of fucking town. Okay? We didn't even know what was going on in the neighboring cities. Okay? I miss that. Anwar might be the only dating coach I resonate with. I don't agree with him all the times. Yeah, I love Anwar. I do. I don't agree all the time, but he makes some valid points. I can't be no 85. Man, hell no. Hell no. People be taking Shira literally, though. Sister, also, do what works for you. Dating and love aren't one size fits all. It's not. Princess Princella and the whole debacle with B. Taylor was insane. Stay away from people that are too extreme. Too fucking extreme. Too extreme. And it's like these dating people, these dating coaches are getting exposed. It's this one dude, he runs a show called No Fugazi Podcast. His name is like Cooley or some shit. I don't know if y'all familiar, but he just got exposed because he bashes single moms that think they can date a high value man, or he's like single moms, they ain't shit, they only for smashing and entertainment purposes only. Like he talks a lot of shit about single moms dating. Come to find out he's with a single fucking mom. He's dating a bitch that had 2 kids when he got with her, and then they got kids together. But he gets on his fucking podcast to say how him and his bitch are an exception to the rule because she's a white woman. He was like, my situation is an exception to the rule. No. And that's what I don't understand about these black men. Y'all will get with these white women and feel like She is so fucking superior when this bitch got two or three baby daddies. You still want to be with her and wife her up because y'all looking at this white woman as a trophy prize. But then you want to sit on your podcast and bash every other race of woman for being single moms and they ain't worth a damn but to smash and pass, and you got to smash and pass at motherfucking home. It's just crazy. Hey, Shay, sis. Even worse, because why don't no white man want her? Girl, hello. And he feels like he's just this high value man because he's 6'4" and he makes well over 100K a year. So that entitles him to be like he's well over a high value man. Nigga, you sitting here bashing single moms and you go home and smash. And then this is the kicker. Here's the kicker. He been with the white bitch since 2017, got a baby with her, and he still won't marry her. The fucking gag of it all. This been your girlfriend since 2017, and you still won't marry the bitch. But come on your podcast and say, me and my situation, we're an exception to the rules. Like, get the fuck out of here. She said because black men know a black woman isn't going to put up with that shit. So you go for the weak ones. Yeah, pretty much. And they feel like white women are a prize. It's their ticket to an elite society of sorts. Like, nigga, when you get pulled over by the motherfucking police, I don't give a fuck if you got a car full of white kids that your white bitch birthed for you. You are still a nigga. They're going to treat you as such. Your little white pass of a girlfriend is not your get out of jail free card. You still will be treated like a nigga. It's just crazy. Let's see. People can't believe what they hear. Look at rappers. People can't believe what they hear. Look at rappers like Two Chainz. They talk about hoes and bitches yet are in long lasting marriages. It's the image they want to sell and bring in the money. That's it. Listen, Snoop Dogg been married forever. Okay. Two Chainz. It's a lot of married rappers out here that rap about shit, and it's like, nigga, you got a whole wife at home, a whole family. Sister, I don't care. There's nothing a black man could ever tell me about anything. I'll listen to white women or white men, sorry, before I listen to them. Yeah, they a mess. Yeah, Two Chainz married. Been married for a while too. Black men are notorious for wifing up white women that are unwanted by white men. They're proud to take the rubbish that the white men they idolize don't even want. And that's the crazy part. I feel like black men do it with the motive to kind of, with two different motives. One, to kind of make the black woman feel some type of way. And two, because they want to feel that proximity to whiteness with the white, with the white man. And feel like he's up there with the white man. But it's like, in reality, white men don't give a fuck about you taking the shit that they don't want. Why you think the white woman is with niggas? All the white woman wants from a black man is some cock and some money. Because one thing for sure, 8 times out of 10, white women ain't dating no broke ass black dude. Some of them do. Look at the Brazilian Jenkins. But that's because she's probably there for the other reason, which is the dick. She's probably there for the dick. They don't love them niggas. They do not love niggas. White women are there for the dick, or they're there because he has some money. Could be both. But it's always one reason or the other. Neem, welcome. We gonna have to collab, Neem, for real. I'm gonna hit you on IG. We gonna have to collab on a stream. That's my guy right there. That's my dude. Y'all need to check out Neem for real. Yeah, they could care less. They don't care. Black men and white women have more in common than you think. Same with white men and black women, both leaders of their communities. I see where you're coming from. I see. But I feel like when a white man gets with a black woman, the motive is different. That's why their marriages really last super long. Like it was something I was watching, and that's what they was talking about. They were saying like when a white man marries a black woman, their divorce rate is like hella low. It's like shit, 15% or something. Like they rarely get divorced. And it's like when a black man marries a white woman, their divorce rate hella high. Because I'm telling you, white women are after dick and money. They're not really after trying to love on a black man for real. But I feel like when a white man, I don't know, I would have to look into it some more because it's not as prominent of a relationship type like black men with white women. Like it's still kind of rare to see a black woman with a white man. Because I mean, let's just be honest, the black woman we still look at the black man as like love. We still want to love him even when he don't want to love on us. Look at what we saw with Jasmine and Chris for a few years on the internet. She tried to love him through every aspect. She still tried to love him through every aspect. And still. For real, D. I'm just keeping it a bug. Some white men don't want to eat green bean casserole. They won't eat yams and greens. For real. They do. I see it all the time on TikTok. Every time I'm in a black man's live on TikTok, they heavy in the comments being thirsty. I'm telling you. I see black women are more hesitant with white men for obvious reasons. I guess. People say white men fetishize black women, but black men fetishize everyone. Ooh. I do see that a lot too. Um, they also was trying to break down on TikTok, like I guess they're talking about the reverse colorism, how they saying dark skinned black women like get with the horrible light skinned black man just so they can have like cute babies and shit. And they use like Phaedra and Apollo from Housewives as an example. And who else did they use as an example? Oh, Sky Jackson and her baby daddy she pregnant with now. Kiki Palmer and her baby daddy right now. And it's like, unfortunately, the reality is light skinned men, not all, but some light skinned men do fit that criteria of like sassiness and weakness that people be talking about. Not all, but a lot of them do. So when they are lashing out and acting crazy and being violent and shit like that, not saying dark skinned men aren't violent or crash out and do all that other shit too. I'm just saying like light skinned men do tend to express or show up as more emotional and combative when it comes to their relationships. And that does make them a little bit sassy or come off as sassy. Now, dark skinned women, my grift, my point was like, well, maybe opposites attract because I see dark skinned dudes with light skinned women, but that goes back to I guess another fetish. So they're saying dark skinned women fetishize light skinned men. I don't fetishize them niggas. And I'm always like 8 times out of 10 with a light skinned nigga. I fuck with who fuck with me. And the thing is, from me kind of fitting the criteria, because I am a chocolate woman who be dating light skinned niggas, I'm gonna tell you like this. It do be an opposites attract because dark skinned niggas don't approach me. Dark skinned niggas, every time I kind of fuck with a dark skinned nigga or start talking to one, he got a real kind of arrogance player about him. Not saying light skinned dudes don't. Some of them do. But the ones I encounter, they be kind of like they be a little bit more cool At first, you feel me? Not saying they don't have bitches. Light skinned niggas still get bitches. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not like how dark skinned niggas, because dark skinned niggas are wanted by everybody. The white woman, the Asian woman, the black woman, like everybody wants chocolate, 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 right? Chocolate man, tall, blah blah blah. You feel me? They looking at the light skinned nigga, they laughing at him. Oh, he looks like a goofy, or is, or he thinks he's so pretty. He think he's so fine. Don't nobody want to put up with that shit. You feel me? And in some cases, sometimes they do act like they hella cute and sassy and shit like that. They do. But that's not all them niggas. That's not all. Like, I just say, date who fuck with you. You just gotta date who fuck with you, you know? Since I knew three light skinned men that had a preference for dark. Yeah, and that's another thing. They prefer us too. That be the thing. Like, they fuck with dark skinned women, you feel me? I don't know if the experience is different. I don't know what it be. Some men, and this could go for white men too. I'm not sure because I don't know too many interracial, white men with black women. But some men, they be like, I want chocolate. You feel me? I want something closeness to like Africa. Some people really, it's whatever their thing is. But back to the original point I was trying to make is on TikTok how they was trying to make it seem like dark skinned women are no different than the dark skinned men that fetishize white women and light skinned women. Is like, I beg to differ on that. I beg to differ on that because their grift was dark skinned women get with light skinned niggas so they could have pretty babies, but then them niggas be acting crazy. And it's like they do act crazy. Not all of them, but some of them do act crazy. But what if they just fuck with a nigga because he fuck with them? And even the reason why it's different than a black man with a white woman is because we don't act different when it happens. 9 times out of 10, a black dude get with a white woman and his whole aura changes. He's a whole nother motherfucker, a whole nother person. A dark skinned woman would get with a light skinned nigga. She not acting different. She's not a different person. She's not acting like she's superior to the next motherfucker. She's not acting like, ooh, I gotta be a prize. Ooh, like, she don't act like that. So that's the biggest difference I see. And it's like when they was trying to make that like comparison, I was just like, what if just like opposites attract? Like, I'm kind of, when it comes to black dating black, I'm like Dr. Umar. I don't give a damn if you get the lightest, brightest, damn near whitest. Just make sure they black. You feel me? But a lot of black men are bunny hoppers. They're bunny hoppers. And let's just keep it a buck. They act like that is a prize. Okay? Go ahead, sis. I prefer them lighter ones. Oh, and she said, I prefer. I mean, sometimes, preference is preference, but sometimes you just can't help who you love. Shit. Sis said, I have that Skittles rainbow. Ooh, go ahead, sis. Well, I'm light skinned, I like dark skinned men. That's my. But look, sis, most light skinned friends I have, that's all they fuck with is dark skins. That's it. They preference be chocolate. But like I said, everybody like chocolate men. The taller, the better. Like at the top of the food chain is a tall, dark skinned man. Then the next is a short, dark skinned man. Cause see, tall gonna always be up there, right? So everyone's like mass majority preference is a tall, dark skinned man. Why you think Jasmine was so kind of fetishized over Chris? Because he met that top criteria. He was tall. He wasn't hella chocolate, but he was milk chocolate. You feel me? So he met that top criteria where most women, even though he was badly shaped and built like motherfucking Medea, he was tall and he was chocolate. That's the top pick for all shades of women. Majority, all shades of women, tall and chocolate. Then it goes short and chocolate. Where they be like, okay, he ain't that tall, but shit, he a chocolate nigga. Back to preference, boom, chocolate. Then next on the list would be like I don't know. We don't have to go through the color spectrum. We'll just use light skin, dark skin. But next is the tall light skin man. You feel me? Tall light skin. He's like third on the list. Then after that, there's the mixed. Then here comes the European features because no people don't be liking them preferences. So after the tall light skinned nigga that's fully black, then you got the short light skinned dude, but he might be mixed with something. So they're like, oh, he got some good hair, or he got some light eyes, some type of European shit going on, right? Then after him, there's just the short light skinned dude at the bottom of the motherfucking food chain. And then it's other races. So you feel me? Like short light skinned niggas is at the bottom of the list, like dark skinned women. Dark skinned women are not a preference. Let's just keep it a bug. We ain't not gonna sugarcoat shit. Dark skinned women are not a preference. We're at the bottom of the list, just like motherfucking short light skinned niggas are at the bottom of the list. That's just the fucking reality. You feel me? But I don't know, man. It's just the fucking society standards that go on in this damn culture and social media shit is crazy. You know what phenomenon where couples start to look like one another is a real thing. Yes. If you've been with somebody for an extended amount of time, y'all gonna start looking alike. I don't know what it is. Chris was light skinned, not to me. Maybe some people might have. Some people classify Jasmine as light skinned. She's not light skinned to me. Chris wasn't light skinned to me neither. Mm-mm. My definition of light skin is I mean, I can't really compare it. Like there's light skin and then there's like high yellow. And to me, like light skin starts with like light caramel. There are people that are like Megan Thee Stallion is not light skinned to me, but she is like a caramel, like a butterscotch. But I view light skin starts at like a light caramel. But that's just me. Some people think butterscotch is light skin. Some people think Megan Thee Stallion is light skin or Tory Lanez or some shit. But yeah, no. Yes, they do. Light men and Hispanic men love dark skin. When they do, they do, they do. I will say that. I have six mixed races sons. They are all different shades. And you know what? That's what's so unique about African lineage. Like black comes in all shades. Y'all are a preference to white men and other races. That's why black men are irrelevant because they don't like their own kind. They don't. Now I'm not saying all black men though. I'm not saying all black men though. Good morning, Capricorn. They do. And you know what though? Let me be very clear. Don't think white men just love black women or dark skinned black women. White men like a skinny, tall, dark skinned woman. If they ain't like Naomi Campbell, you will rarely see a white man. Let me tell you, white men get them a bad chocolate bitch, like model status. Whereas black men get a fucking trailer park swamps of fucking Florida alligator looking white bitch. A white man would get, and I mean a black man would get and be proud to have that white woman. They get the white women that like nobody wants. But white men, they get the baddest chocolate bitch you can imagine. I mean, they be on Naomi Campbell. They be model bitches. Tall, slender. You will rarely catch a white man with a heavy set, dark skinned woman. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. Mm-mm. They call it the resilient Jenkins. The resilient Jenkins. Uh-huh. Yeah, white men love the natural hair. Most certainly do. Most certainly do. The resilient Jenkins. Yeah, yeah. Typical black man, white woman relationship prototype. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you know who's a great example of you pick whatever type of white woman? What's that rapper name? I don't want to say the dead one's name. I think the one that just got arrested. Um, oh God, that's not his name. The dude who's cool, okay, so I know King Von is deceased. The other Chicago rapper dude with the light eyes, him. His first baby mama is like some fat slop white girl. And now he's like with some chick named India. I can't think of his name for nothing. Dirk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lil Dirk. Every time I see pictures of his white baby mama, I just be looking like, you serious, Lil Dirk? You could have been had India. Like that's your baby mama? Have y'all my bad. Oh wait. My bad, y'all. I'm on my phone. I had got a call. Have y'all seen Dirk baby mama? That was broke Dirk. That was a living Gerard situation. I mean, I get that was broke Dirk. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. But I'm just saying, like, still, even being broke Dirk, I'm sure he could have found a black woman. He could have been ran into India. She probably would have been, even when he was broke, by his side. You feel me? You feel me? Like, still could have been you rocking with him back then. He didn't have to dumpster dive, but he did. You feel me? Yeah, black men do got a hair fetish. They do have a hair fetish. They like pulling hair. They do. Black men do got a hair fetish. Black men will do anything but not to reciprocate their phenotype. We go white. Wait, we go right where we're loved. That's the difference. I do feel like as black women, we tend to go where we're appreciated more than following the phenotypes and shit. And the whole stigma about single moms dating and all these podcasts about single moms dating, it's like they really don't be talking to single moms. These podcasts that be talking mad shit about single moms dating and finding love and nobody wants you bitches. it's never really about single moms. It's about black single moms. They're not talking to the white single moms. They're not talking to the Hispanic single moms. They're not talking to the Asian single moms. Um, they are specifically talking about black women. That's why these podcasts, when they talk about it, they have so much emotion behind it. They have so much emotion behind it. So much emotion behind it. And it's like, y'all the same niggas that create the broken homes. I'm just so confused. I'm so confused. The same men that will create a broken home will talk shit about a single mom. Like you didn't leave. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, them podcast is crazy. It's definitely all about putting black women there. Most definitely. Man, listen, Alexa. That's the crazy part. All these internet narratives are fake. I see single moms, plus size women in loving relationships. Listen, if one thing's for certain, if you don't learn nothing else, 97% of the women that are on my 600-pound life are in a relationship. They are rarely single. Okay. Plus size women get love. Okay. Single moms get love. First, single moms get married, remarried, divorced, all kinds of shit. But these podcasts with these men, they just try to make it seem like, yeah, yeah, nobody wants them, blah blah blah. And then they go home and be with one. And it's like, I don't get why they support these podcasts when you niggas have been fucking single moms forever. It's nothing new. Black men be mad at their mama but never blame their daddy. Said, oh, you is cooking. Black and bougie is cooking. Oh my God. Ding, 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 ding. Black men be mad at their mama but never blame the daddy that left. Never. They can't get mad at the nigga who ain't there. They only got one person to take their frustrations out on, and it's the mom. Don't choke on your coffee, sis. And honestly, if that trophy wife mom didn't look the way she did, if she were dark skinned, people would not be understanding. Oh no, that's what I was saying. Chip chip. If she didn't fit the aesthetic of trophy wife and went through hell, people wouldn't be captivated by her story because bitches get finessed and do stupid shit and don't protect their kids all the time. If she was a dark skinned woman, even if she was more rough around the edges, nobody would give a fuck about her story. That's why we said when Olivia tried to do her "Who in the Bleep Did I Get Married" series, it had no chance of going viral because people weren't captivated by a bitch with a face full of tattoos sitting here trying to tell your story. Like, I don't give a fuck how, you fit a certain aesthetic because of your skin tone. They don't give a fuck. They see ratchets. They see ghetto when they see all them fucking tattoos. They don't give a fuck. But when you have a woman sitting there with a silk robe on, her hair is pristine like it's the 1930s. She has her little makeup on. She's sitting down telling her story where it looks like she's already a trophy. People are captivated because they're like, oh my God, you're not living the best life with your husband? Do tell. Yeah, it's all about the aesthetic. And it is. It's definitely somebody for everybody. Most definitely. Now it's a new thing called top tier men. They want to be bad bitches so bad. The men are getting, well, let me rephrase this. The percentage of men getting sassier is growing. There are still very masculine men out here, so don't get it twisted. But the percentage of sassy men that want to be bad bitches so bad are growing. And I think it boils down to one thing. I don't want to go on a tangent, but hear me out. I noticed that the LGBTQ plus community, especially the T community, they don't like dating gay men. They don't like, that's not their preference. Their preference is straight men or trade or down low men. So, since there has been a huge influx of transitionals out there, who do you think those new transitionals are going after, or who's going after them in the dating pool? It's the straight black men, the DL black men. And that's why they want to be bad bitches so bad and think they're so high, top tier, high quality, because in reality, it's a T girl that they hitting every other week. They getting their dick sucked, fucked. They bottom, they topping the T girl. They bottom in the T girl. Because it's starting to unfortunately become normal. It's like not a taboo of a secret no more in the black quote unquote straight man community, because so many quote unquote straight men are doing it. Yeah, seriously. That's why we are seeing an influx of these sassy men that still want to date women, but secretly that's not what they're after, the T girls. Now I love me some T.S. Madison. I'll be watching her show Fag Talk all the time. And she'll let you know. Like she love a good trade. She be like, men love trans women. Like we're women, we're women. I get it. I'm not here to debate how they feel about what gender they want to belong to. That's their business. But it's mind boggling that they don't prefer gay men, or they don't prefer men that are part of the community. They rather have someone that wants to be secretly a part of that community. Like straight black men who put on this facade that they be wanting the masculine men too, basically. Long story short. But it's like there are masculine men that are openly gay, but T girls don't want that. They want the nigga that goes home to a woman or portrays that he likes women and secretly fuck them in the dark. I don't know what that's about, because I would think, why wouldn't you just want somebody that want you? Yeah. And why would you want to be a secret? That's my thing. Why would you want to be a secret? I would love to ask a trans person. Like, why would you want to be a secret? It's like the competition really don't have to be there, but subconsciously it's there. No, I agree, sis. They're not. No, they never will be. They're not. It takes a hell of a lot to be a woman, and I'm not bashing their beliefs, but it's not realistic. But to each his own. It's not. I don't give a damn how far technology has come. A trans woman will never be a woman. You will never be able to house life within your body. You will never be able to breastfeed and produce milk from your man made titties. You won't. It just won't happen. Do you think subconsciously they may think it's a one up on women, on a woman? Yes, I do. Because listen, let's just look at it in a different scenario, right? So at at surface level, A trans woman wants to be with a man, like a straight man, right? Knowing that the straight man has a certain persona he wants to upkeep. He doesn't want to be a part of the community. He has a wife or wants to be, in a public relationship with a woman, but secretly is engaging in the act with a trans woman. That's no different than somebody being, that's no different than two companies competing for a consumer. And Johnson & Johnson is like sabotaging uh who's a competitor of Johnson & Johnson? I think Aveeno belongs to Johnson. I don't know. But it is a competition factor. I don't care what nobody from the community say. It is a competition factor. Because if you're okay with being hidden, then that has to do with you knowing, one, you're not really accepted. And even though something is behind closed doors, you secretly wish it wasn't. Because why not go where you're accepted, where somebody's a part of your community and will gladly parade you on their shoulder and be glad to have you as a partner? Why would you want to give your body away to somebody that wants to hide you? Who would do that? Not just biology, but socialization too. There was a trans man talking about how because of his socialization as a woman his whole life, he still has his head on a swivel during jogs and stuff. Listen, I don't give a damn how many doctors you go to and how many hormone replacement pills you take. Your innate nature will always be what you were born as. So when a trans man still feels like they have to have their head on a swivel or they feel that intuition, that gut feeling, that's that womanly instinct. They still have that womanly instinct of fear because I don't give a damn how much testosterone you take. You still know in the back of your mind, if you had to fight a real man, your ass is probably going to get beat because biologically, the male species is stronger than a woman. Biologically. Yes, there are different variables, shapes, sizes, whatever. Biologically, men are stronger. That's why when it comes to, that community and they want to be in sports, but they want to be in like women's sports, it's hella unfair. It's hella unfair because men already have that advantage. It's not fair. You know? Man. Mm-mm-mm. There was an article out in the UK of trans people who developed dementia or Alzheimer's, and they looked in the mirror and forgot they transitioned or didn't understand what they were looking at. I'm sure. I'm sure there's some adverse side effects to putting your body through that. On top of the regular shit that we already put our body through every day. Shit that's environmental, the food that we eat. Our body already goes through hella shit. So imagine trying to deconstruct your DNA molecules to transition to something that you were not born as. Imagine the long term effects that that's going to have on your body. I knew a trans who was unalive because the man was scared that she was going to out him, so he unalived her. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. Being a woman is more like playing dress up, makeup, wigs, heels. Don't make you a woman. It don't. It don't. It really don't. There's a certain it's like I know it a certain thing about your environment and how you was raised can play a factor in who you become, right? Just like how Tarzan was raised in the jungle, just like if somebody's raised around all one gender, they might be more in tune with their emotions or vice versa. But at the end of the day, to the core of who you really are will always prevail. Not what you feel like, but what you are, it would always prevail. No matter how much Tarzan was raised in the jungle, he knew to his core, like, I'm a human. I can operate like the animals. I've been around them my whole life, blah, blah, blah. You still know that you're different. And parts of you will still revert back to your regular nature, which is at the core of who you are. There are trans on YouTube doing videos regarding their transition. They have open wombs that are. I've seen a couple of those videos. And you know what's funny? A lot of them are trans men who transition to men, cut their titties off or whatever, and now they want to go back to being a woman. They regret it. Um, and you know what's funny? Trans men, they don't try to really be men for real. They don't go after straight women. Y'all notice that? Trans men date gay women or lesbians. They stick to their community. They really do. Rarely, rarely do they go after straight women. And when they do, those straight women kind of be like, okay, well, I'm a part of this community now. But it's always the trans women who know that the man will never be a part of their community openly that love going after the straight men. Do y'all notice that? It's never a trans man, it's always the trans woman. Do y'all notice that? I don't know what that's about. Y'all heard of Chrissy? She's a strong advocate for dark skinned women. And she tells them all the time to stop supporting your own erasure. I don't know who she is, but I'll look into her. Let's see, exactly, Hills. That's why you can raise a lion from birth and eventually it will still attack you because it's exactly. That's just the innate nature of who they are. Seriously. That's just the innate nature of who they are. But yeah, I just the whole dating thing and all this influx of sassy men, it's just because they getting fucked by T girls behind closed doors. It's a lot of man on man activity going on, a lot of sword fighting going on behind closed doors. And the T girls are just giggling and having a field day with it. They're loving it, but it's like, bitch, I wouldn't want to be no nigga's secret. You gonna have to show me, bitch. You gonna have you like I would have more pride about myself than that. To be a nigga's secret? Hell no. Mm-mm. It's a trans man on YouTube that's very handsome. He showed his peen one time. I was baffled. I wouldn't even want to look. Like to know that you've kind of enhanced your clitoris to take the shape of a peen. It just sounds so painful. I mean, it just sounds so painful. Oh my god. I couldn't imagine um the process that a trans man would have to go through to kind of elongate their clitoris like that. Ugh. Whew. Whew, shit, it just sounds painful. Yes, girl. I've been watching Chimp Crazy. That's exactly. Yes, girl. Chimp crazy is something else. Baby, I don't give a damn. Yes, she was breastfeeding them chimps with her own breast milk. And it's like, look, you can raise them chimps like they your kids all you want, baby. Those are chimps. Okay? I don't know. I'm not saying I'm an animal rights activist, but I do have a hard time when certain animals, most animals, are held in captivity and are kind of raised in a certain way. Like, I have a hard time with zoos and aquariums. I ain't gonna hold you, especially the zoo. You know, I shouldn't see no giraffe in East Oakland. You feel me? I shouldn't see no zebras and elephants and shit at the zoo. Like, I don't know. I just be like, this not even y'all habitat. The climate. This not even your fucking climate. And I get it. Like, they didn't took the mamas and the mamas didn't have the kids in the United States, and this is all they know because these animals were born here. But it is in their DNA. It's in them, like, to be in a certain climate with free range to roam wherever the fuck they want to roam. See, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to be on a whole other tangent. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get the fuck on up out of here. I wanted to I was gonna talk about Jasmine's little live or whatever, but I'll come back later on and talk about that shit. I just wanted to shoot the shit with y'all real quick this morning and just have a little convo. Yeah, y'all. But okay. Love you guys. Y'all be safe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Argue with you? No. You mad. You big mad.